Hi everyone. So in today's video we'll be discussing about the gold bonds which was requested by many of you guys. So we'll be discussing how to buy the gold bonds online in Zerodha. At the same time discuss other few questions which you have asked me in Instagram. So first of all, to buy it, it's really easy. Go to zerodha.com/gold, and over there you will be able to log into your kite account, and once you log in you will get into this page, and over here you can buy the quantities that you wanted. Like the issue price is right now at 4627 per gram, and when you buy it online there is also 50 rupees discount uh, on purchasing it. So it's basically that simple, like depends on how many quantities you put, and then you just place order, and then it gets executed. Now coming back to other things, is it good to invest in the gold bonds right over here? So before telling you about that, let me talk to you about the benefits of investing in it. So over here, if you see the advantages, we know that it's one of the safest way to invest because it's being uh, issued by the government of India, and secondly you earn an interest of 2.5 percentage interest, and then on top of it you earn the capital gains. So for example, if you are investing 4677, like if you're buying one unit for 4677 and the price goes up in 8 years by 4000, another 4000 rupees, or maybe another 3000 rupee. So on top of the capital gain you also get 2.5 percentage interest on this 4677. So apart from that, we know that the maturity period for this bonds are at 8 years, but it's also traded on the exchange. So which means if you want to come out, you can always trade it. You can always, like, in case of emergency, when you need the cash, you can always trade it on the exchange. But at the same time, the advantage of holding it so the advantage of holding it till the maturity period of 8 years is there is no tax on the capital gains, absolutely no tax. And if even you can exit after 5 years, but if you want to exit before 5 years, then normal tax rules apply depending on if it is a short term or long term capital gain. And apart from that, you can invest minimum in like 1 gram. It's either in 1 gram, or you can invest up to 4 kgs for an individual, or 20 kilograms for a trust or similar entities. And apart from that, you can see that assurance of purity and the easy exit option. And also you could also use this as a collateral when you are taking loans. So other things can be read over here, like it's very easy to find this web page. Basically it's right over here, below the place order you see this FAQ options, and just you click on it, and then you get more details. Feel free to read it by yourself so that you have a clear idea of where you are investing the money. And so the first question which you have asked is already answered. If it is safe to invest, it is absolutely safe as it is issued by the government of India. And second question which I got asked was, can this be changed into physical gold? No, it cannot be changed into physical gold. So people were asking if they can invest right now and then later on use it for the weddings after 5 years, 6 years. There is no way to change this into physical gold. So that is no. And third thing, if it is the investment I should make. So basically, I haven't invested in this, but at the same time, I have invested in gold Bs and gold ETF in the market. And I would also suggest you to look into digital gold option. And if you want to diversify your portfolio, I would say this is definitely a good option. At the same time, if you want to hold it for a long time, because usually when you buy physical gold, we have this attachment to the gold that we don't feel like selling it, or yeah, selling the physical gold is often considered kind of like bad luck. There's a sentimental value to the physical gold that we have. Me, like when I make an investment, I look more of it like a um, asset, or like that can generate me money for a short period, because I clearly don't have very good attachment, sentimental attachment to the gold. So when I invest, I have invested in gold based gold ETF and digital gold, uh, because I was looking more at a to diversify my portfolio at the same time for a short term options. Because this one, if you are planning for a long term, this is definitely not a bad option, but there are better options, especially looking at the interest rate and the capital gains that the gold can give. So when we look into it, there is one more question which comes into picture, that is gold and stocks. So usually, if you if you have a portfolio, I would say allocate like 15 percentage, 10 to 15 percentage into gold, because gold and stocks are indirectly proportional to each other. So as soon as when the stock, if you have noticed in this March, when because of the corona crisis, when the stock market was falling down, the gold was moving very high. So if you had gold in your portfolio, it could have kind of balanced it, like not in a bigger way, but still depending on the weightage of gold that you have given in your stock portfolio, there would be a heavy weightage on it. So I would like to have a good amount of gold in my portfolio, and that in turn helps in like difficult or situations of uncertainty when the stock prices are going down. So I'll show you one of the ETF which I have invested. So if you see on 2019, it was being traded at 2800 rupee, and then as we all know, during 2020 we had this corona crisis, and it jumped way higher from 3000, I would say 3800 to even 5000, close to 5050, 5100 range, less than 5100 range, so close to 4900 range. So from 3800 to 4800. So if you ask me, what I do is usually I invest in this gold ETFs, and I trade them over here for a short term, or maximum of short term, or sometimes I keep it till 1 year depending on my target pricing. So this is another option which you can look into if you don't really want to invest in this gold bonds. And apart from that, I think I have answered most of your questions. So if you have any doubts, feel free to comment below and I'll look into it. Have a nice day.